Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. In today's reading, we're going to be going over how does your person feel about you. Now, I did want to do an energy check to make sure you're in the right place with this person. But then again, everybody could be watching for such different circumstances. I'm not sure. So I may pull a few cards to see what's going on, and then we can hop into the how they feel about you. You know what? I heard just hop into how they feel about you. Okay, so no energy check. Sorry. How do they feel about you? Spirit, so they said they spoke. Okay. Before the reading started and I was still tapping into your energy, I heard they lust after you. So that could definitely be energy coming through. How do they feel about you? They're lusting after you, okay? So let's get some cards to clarify that message. So please Spirit tap me the energy of who one's person, who are they watching for, and how they feel about them. Ace of Pentacles, they see you as a new opportunity. Look at that. You could be someone who's like smaller than them, so they kind of see you as someone they kind of want to have and hold and build and nurture and grow with. It's kind of like you're the seed and they kind of want to plant you, water you, give you sunlight and love, and watch you bloom and blossom. So this person like feels very affectionate towards you. Okay, almost like they're like a little like grasshopper. They just want to help nurse back to life, or a bird with a broken wing that they want to nurse back to life for like letting them go. But I don't think this person has intentions of letting you go, but you know what I mean. They kind of want to nurse you back to life. But anyway, the Ace of Pentacles is a new, abundant, prosperous beginning. So they definitely see a future here with you. Like they definitely see potential. We have the, I think this is the Knight of Cups. So yeah, they have a crush on you, or they just like you. They really like you, okay? I do believe the Knight of Cups is someone who's past the liking phase and is into the how can I show this person I like them phase. So a Page of Cups, the way I read, is more so a crushy crush, right? Oh, this person has sparked my romantic interest. The Knight of Cups is the next step after that. How can I show them, ask them out, like give them love, you know what I mean? Shower them with my affection kind of energy. So like a very affectionate energy is coming through from this person for sure. They really do like you and they're in their feelings in a good way, I feel like. Okay, so you've sparked their interest romantically and they kind of want to, like I said, put their hat in the race or shoot their shot is what I'm hearing as well. They're in the process of figuring out how to do that. So this could be someone you're already dating, right? And they're constantly trying to show up to make you feel like special, like they know you are. Oh, that's so sweet. Here we have the Empress, so that makes a lot of sense because you are special to them. How do they feel about you? You're the Empress. This energy is so positive. I was expecting ghetto energy. I don't know why. I feel like I don't do how do they feel as often because it can kind of get a little hectic. We still have 2 more readings, so it can always get there. But in your reading, it's gonna be very sweet. This person kind of worships you. They worship the ground you walk on. It's kind of like they see you in this positive light. So I don't really think there's anything like bad that happened, or even if there was, this person is still kind of like, wow, this person's a gem. I'm hearing you don't meet a person like this all the time, right? That quote from Mulan where the emperor tells Shang, you better go after her because you don't meet a girl like her every dynasty, okay? This person wants to take their time because I'm finding myself enunciating and speaking slower than I usually do in your reading. So it's like, let's take our time, you know, be very careful, be delicate with this situation. We don't want to rush things. You don't want to make any mistakes. I wouldn't say they're like tipping on their toes, you know, the way someone is like waiting for the bomb to drop, or they don't want to set off a bomb, but it's more so I just want to take care of you. I want to handle this with care, okay? So they definitely see a future with you, and they see you as an abundant opportunity to, I guess, expand upon their life already. You know, that's beautiful. And that's a very mature way to look at things, okay? So let's keep going. How does this person feel about them? Please, Spirit, my group ones. We have the Two of Wands. What was I saying about them planning something? They could be planning like a moonlight date between you and them, but they're searching and seeking for something, answers. So they may not have asked you out yet, but they're working up the courage to do so. Or I don't even think they have to work up the courage, it's more so they're trying to find the right time to ask you out. Or maybe they're wondering if you like them back. It's the energy coming through here. So they adore you, they worship you, they like They think you're like all the queens combined. You're every single aspect they could want in a person and a partner. And it's like, yeah. Ooh, my throat. Ooh. I was gonna say, they think it's time to take things to the next step. And then my throat started getting all crazy. So yeah, there is something here about they're having trouble saying this to you or expressing it to you, but they're feeling it, right? This isn't what they want to say. This is how they feel. I heard to specify, wow, that was interesting. I've never really felt that before. Like, you know, when you have like a, what is that big bug? Yo. Like every time I'm back here, I always see the biggest bugs. Oh, I don't like that. This person kind of like be buzzing around you, right? But they haven't said anything yet. But that was the biggest bug I've ever seen. It was like this big out the window. Like, please. And it had wings, which is worse. They could chase you. And you, like when you try to say something, you kind of get like dust or something stuck in your throat, and it's kind of like a burning sensation. That's kind of what I felt when I was gonna say they kind of want to ask you out. They want to see, take things to the next level, to the next step. So you of course will be in different stages of romance or relationship with this person. So whatever the next step in your connection would be, they want to take it. Okay, and this person could be watching tarot readings about you, trying to seek answers. Like whenever you're around them, they're looking at you really closely because of course you're beautiful, right? But also because they want to see how you react to them. You know what I mean? I'm hearing this person's very in tune with you and your emotions. So whenever you're around them and when you see them like being extra quiet or holding their breath, they're kind of waiting for something, waiting for you to react in a way that will tell them, yeah, this person likes me, you know, or they want to be with me, or I can see myself marrying them, or asking them to be my girlfriend, or go on a date with them, or kissing them. You know, they're taking their cues from you. How does this person feel about them, please, Spirit? We have the Page of Swords. So they're going to message you soon if they haven't already. And if you, like, it doesn't even matter if you guys are in separation or whatever. They're going to message you. It's the sign, okay? We have Page of Swords. Maybe you were waiting for a sign. That's insane the way I said that. That's the sign. Well, that's the energy I meant to say, but that's the sign came through. So you're waiting for a sign to see if they're going to reach out. They will, because it's kind of like you're their whole world in a sense with the Empress. There's nothing else they can want from anyone else because you are everything, you know? It's dusty back here. That's probably why my throat was acting up. But I'll be back here every day, and this never was a problem until just now, okay? They want to plant seeds that are going to grow into beautiful, abundant trees. Because eventually the Ace of Pentacles turns into the Nine of Pentacles, and then it turns into the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like abundance, and then family, and home life, and expansion, and not family, generational wealth, you know, kids, and all that stuff, right? Eventually the Ace of Pentacles turns into that, but they want to come in with an offer. The Ace of Pentacles is an offer they think will be worth your while, that you can expand upon, you know? They want to invest in the connection as well, right? But it could be giving a brand new offer or a brand new beginning, because that's what the Ace of Pentacles represents. It's kind of like a, I'm hearing fair trade, but that's not what I'm trying to get at. It's kind of like a peace offering where, hey, we've gone through this, or that could be a thing coming through for some of you. This could be, they want to extend an offer or a peace offering, and they're like, here, like, I want to give you this to show you my affections. This person's like a very acts of service, gifts kind of like love languager. That's the love language they speak, okay? They're going to be doing it in a way where you can kind of see it. They're an actions person, tangible ways, tangible words, dates, right? Texts. They're showing up, giving their time. Time is invaluable. You never get that back, right? If they were to buy you a purse, they can always take that purse back, but the time they spent with you, they'll never be able to get back. So they want to give you their time. They want to give you their love, okay? They want to worship you and tell you how much they love you and adore you. White is also like an energy of like purity. So they kind of see you as like this pure, innocent, you can do no wrong kind of being. Of course, we know no one is perfect, okay? But that's how they're seeing you, you know? This person could definitely see you as pure and wholesome. And they kind of want to defile that in a way, because earlier we were getting, they were lusting after you as well, right? But yeah, Two of Wands is finding a course forward, you know? And this is definitely giving me like a romantic dinner. So that could definitely be something they're planning with you, right? It's kind of giving like a vacation trip somewhere where you get a room. Maybe they're planning a vacation for you. It depends how the stage your connection's in. But I do feel like whether you are at that stage or not, this is the kind of person, I just bit my tongue. They're like, shut up. No, I'm going to speak. I'm going to tell their business. They're the kind of person that will plan a romantic trip for you and take you on a like moonlit walk or a candlelight dinner, or rent a room where there's a view and look at how this is the perfect view of the moon and the water. Like, this is the kind of person who does it. Like I said, trips, gifts, things like that, tangible experiences and time where you guys spend time together is their love language. Or this could be the way they want to receive love or the way they want to show you love, right? And my hands feel mad dry. What's going on? Don't mind me. She just give it a little dry. Sorry. Okay. Hopefully get some lotion. This person could like deal with dry hands. Maybe this person has like a very grueling, demanding kind of job where they have to use their hands a lot, and maybe they deal with like cracking skin or dry skin or something, because I'm getting that. So this person could have like a rough hands. Depending on who you're watching for, they could have like a skin condition, or you do, something like that is coming through. And it's funny how my hand is like bothering me, and the hand is quite prominent in this card here. Okay, how does your person feel for them, please, Spirit? They like talking about you, studying you, and learning more about you with the Page of Swords. I didn't talk about that one enough. Okay, this person wants your attention for sure. They want to give you attention. They want attention from you. What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? Don't piss me off. Exactly. The Ace of Pentacles eventually turned into the what? Ten of Pentacles. And didn't I talk about that? Yeah, don't piss me off, okay? Let me fix the blur ass cards because they hack it up. Oh my gosh, this is insane. I love when that happens. Drinking Jack all by myself. You choosing Texas, I can tell. There can be an energy of choosing between multiple people coming into your future. Because the Two of Wands is kind of like a choice, a decision. This person is making a choice, a decision. Maybe they're choosing between you and someone else. That will be very interesting, because this is about them, is it not? Yeah, this how do they feel about you is about them, not you. So a decision is in their future, whether they're going to continue, move forward, ask you out, start, you know, or finish something. So for those of you who are still in the dating stages where they haven't even asked you out, they're making a decision on whether they should ask you out. And it could be between you and someone else, okay? For others of you, they're trying to think of your next date and if they should ask you to be their girlfriend, right? If you are in like a full-blown connect with this person, they're thinking about whether I should ask them to marry me or move in or settle down or go on a trip, right? This person could be planning a trip to ask you out, or ask you to be their fiance and propose. I'm like, what's the word again? Like, my mind is like blinking. That could be something this person goes through whenever they see you, but this is definitely gonna go right here because I literally manifested that, right? The 10 of Pentacles is what comes after you've done the whole, I guess, journey of the Pentacle in the suit of the Pentacle. You go from Ace to 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to 10. And the 10 is like the happy ever after, the final like card in the Pentacle suit before we go to the Pages and the Knights and the Queens and the Kings. But those are more so people, and this is more so everyday life. Okay, so this person could definitely be coming through as a Taurus or Libra. Knight of Cups is water sign energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. These could be like their placements coming through. And then the Page of Swords is kind of like Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So this person could be coming through as well. Okay, because we do have 2 energies here, 3. If you look at the Empress as an extra person, but it is coming down to decisions. They feel like they want you. Because even beside these Pages and the Knight, the Empress shines. So you're coming through as their Empress. If there were other people in the connection you're worried about, or other people who are on their mind, and that's something you know or something you don't know. Even if they are considering other people, you're the one coming through as the Empress. So it's like, is it really a decision at that point? I don't think so. The next card we have is the High Priestess. So yeah, this person knows how they feel on the inside. And it's, what was I saying about them, like getting tarot readings or something readings about you? We have this energy coming through. This person is like asking a Ouija board for answers, and the High Priestess is connected to the intuition, connected to the unseen realms, the unseen like paradise, what I'm hearing. Oasis, like, does this person like me? They want to know what is to come if they say how they feel, and they're trying to, get the answers before asking you or doing something or making the next step, right? So this person could literally be going to a psychic or asking a magic 8-ball or doing something to figure out, if I were to make my intentions known and pursue this person, how will it turn out? They're just unsure of how that will turn out, but their intuition tells them to do it anyway. You know what I mean? If they were to really sit down with themselves and ask and listen to themselves, their intuition would say, just go for it, you know? This is cute so far. I like this a lot. We have the Four of Pentacles, and I'm getting a little bit of like a headache. This is definitely something this person could be stressing about. But the Four of Pentacles is an energy of like holding on tightly to something. So yeah, they do feel very possessive, like they don't want to let you go. That's how this person feels about you. Like, I'm never letting you go. Because look at how this little animal thing or bear, whatever this thing is supposed to be, stuffed toy, is holding so tightly to this pentacle. That is what we started the reading with. It's kind of like, oh, for this gift, you were dropped in my lap, and I would be a fool to let someone who I can see forever with go. I would be a doof to do that, you know? I can see this whole, like, look at this bigger yard they have here, and look at this nice big house. Like, I can see the whole shebang with this person. I would be a fool to let them go, which is why they're not letting you go. And like I was saying, I think you're coming through as the Empress in this reading, and you're the one they don't want to let go of, okay? Let's keep going. How does your person feel about them, please, Spirit? How does your person feel about them? Oh, we have the Sun. This is beautiful. This could definitely be a vacation they're taking you on. A vacation they're planning to take you on. Ooh, this is cute. I like this a lot. I'm just speechless. They're gonna bring you flowers. Like I said, this person's very much a, I'm not coming empty-handed, because you gotta bring a goddess offerings, right? And the Empress is the goddess in the tarot, like, you know? You can't come empty-handed to a goddess's home on a date with a goddess. What are you doing? You gotta bring flowers. You gotta bring something. You gotta give her something worthwhile. This person thinks you're worth a lot. They're gonna show you that, which is why this person's sitting here with their earthy hands, especially if they do work in like construction or engineering or mechanics or whatever. It's something where they use their hands, and their hands may always be a little grubby or greasy or something because of their job, but they're still bringing home the bacon to you with their hand out with an offering, with the Ace of Pentacles, exactly. So they're not going to come empty-handed. I'm seeing 1818. That could be important. This is funny. We haven't gotten to the 18th of this month, but by the time I post this reading, it would have been past the 18th. Something could have happened on the 18th of the 18th of some month. It could be important. Just look up the angel number 1818 to see what comes through as well. Okay, but yeah, the Sun is like, look at how this person's like viewing you. This is giving me you, right? And you're holding the flowers. The sun is setting, or the sun is bright outside, and they're just looking at you in awe because you're so beautiful, okay? But the Sun represents happiness, it's victory, it's joy, it's bliss. Like, nothing can go wrong when the Sun card is out in the deck. So it's definitely giving you represent this person's happiness. Fix the cause. You represent complete happiness and utter joy, utter bliss to this person. You have Leo energy coming through here, but yeah, this is the Two of Wands, them looking for something, making a decision, and the decision is already made because you're the Sun. They think you're gorgeous, darling, gorgeous, honestly. I'm just amazed, mesmerized. That could be how they feel about you. Okay, one more card, please. Spirit, how does this person feel about them? These cards are so freaking talkative, and these two want to fall out, so we'll take them. Drink all by myself. We have the Tower. Yeah, they're falling hard. Because look at how they're like, Brace for impact is what I'm hearing. So they're falling really hard and they're telling themselves, hey, brace for impact. Interesting. This is supposed to come out and clarify this, actually. The Tower card, clarifying. The Page of Swords. If this is someone you haven't spoken to in a long time and you're asking how they feel, they still see a future with you and they are scared that everything's going to come falling down if they were to reach out and say something. That's the vibe coming through, whether you know this person or not. They're scared of what comes after the text, the call, the asking the asking out. I guess we could say that sounds right. They're like, will things like go to plan or will everything fall apart around me? The more they learn, the more they're falling, for sure. It's like they can't control it, and it's like, I'm hearing watching an accident happen. You can't look away. You know something bad is gonna happen, but you can't look away. I don't know, like this person's scared of something. I feel like this is for you if you like are established with this person. There's some history here. They're scared of what reaching out and saying something or asking you, inquiring about something will do, how you'll react to it. They're scared of that. And exactly, because these two cards fell out together, so it makes sense. They're supposed to be read together. Yeah, they're trying to have strength for the potential fallout of this. So if there's like maybe taboo or forbidden, or you guys have always been fighting, you guys haven't been talking for a long time, and then when they do come back, they're like, they know that there's a potential here that you can cuss them out and say, go away and never talk to me again, and they're scared of that fallout. Let's look at how they're, like I said, bracing for impact. They're covering their head. You know what I mean? Because all the debris is falling around them. But it's also like the strike of lightning is what is making this tower fall. So it's kind of like they have a realization about you. They've had a sudden realization or a recent realization about you. And now it's kind of like it kind of hit them out of nowhere. It struck them like lightning, and now everything seems to be falling apart around them, right? And that could have been the discovery of them having feelings for you, or the discovery that you're it for them and they were playing in your face. I'm seeing 22 as I say that, you know? They've been playing in your face this whole time. You guys aren't talking anymore. You've had a falling out kind of energy. And now they're like, did I just let go of the best thing that's ever existed I've ever had in my life? And now they're stressing about it. If I were to reach back out and say, hey, big head, like, how you doing? How's life? Would you even be reciprocal? Like, would you be open to that? Would you be receptive of their energy? And that's something that's psyching them out a little bit. But I don't think it's going to stop them from saying anything, because we have the Strength card coming out with this card here. So the Strength card represents overcoming, not letting the bad guy, the demons, whatever, win. So even if they did do something bad or wrong in this connection, I do feel like there's an energy here of them still reaching out, if that's something you're wondering about, which is why I think that was something I mentioned early on in the reading. Like, if you're wondering if this person's going to message you, they will. Yeah. And that's what this is coming out to clarify. Literally. I'm like, yeah, we're in the same subject, I guess, or the same section of the reading that I was talking about that before. The Page of Swords came out. I'm like, so if you're wondering if they're going to message you, they definitely will. They are going to message you, but they're still in their head like, I kind of did something really, like, shitty last time we talked. I don't know if you're going to be receptive of me even saying anything to you, because I kind of blew up this whole tower here, and you have to pick up the pieces. For others of you, like I said, they're dealing with the sudden realization that they're falling for you hard, and they're kind of like, brace for impact, right? Because they're seeing the floor get closer and closer to the ground. Okay, this is so interesting. There's some intense feelings here for sure. Intense. And then we have two more cards that fell out. We have, this is the Hermit, I believe. Look at this person. Why he looks so kind of creepy. Well, this is the Haunted House Tarot, so I'm not surprised. And then we have, look at that, the Ace of Cups. Oh, this is so sweet. Sorry, you can't even see the full card. This is so sweet. It's kind of like you're the person they've been waiting for. This is like water washing down and renewing and cleansing the energy. So for those of you where this could be an older person, they could be older, because this person is kind of getting older, honestly. But if this is a person who you've already had multiple dealings with, this person is seeking answers or have sought answers to their questions when it comes to you in this connection. and they finally reached an answer. Oh, this is so nice. I wasn't expecting all this. Yeah, they finally reached an answer. They've gone searching, seeking, growing, you know, they've done all of that. And now it's just time for them to wash and renew the connection and start over. So for those of you who know this person, you're watching for a person you've known already, there's going to be a renewal, emotional renewal of the connection, because they've grown as a person, you know? They've gone on that shadow work phase, that shadow work journey, you know, dark night of the soul journey. They've gone on that, and they've come out realizing they want you. That's that Tower energy. Like, dang, I'm all healed now. That you just hear breaking glass, shattering in the back of your mind. Like, what did I do? You know, what did I mess up? Why would I do that? And now they're kind of like, oh man, I gotta go back in. They're scared. But like I said, with the Strength card, it's a emotion or a doubt they're going to overcome. Okay, this is beautiful. They want to cleanse. They want to redo. They want to start the cycle again. Aces represent new emotional beginnings. For others of you, this could be a new person, a new connection. Okay, Hermit energy is Virgo. Strength is Leo. Sun is Leo. Tower is Pluto. So that's like Scorpio vibes. Okay. The Empress, Taurus, Libra, like I said earlier. And the High Priestess is Pisces. So all those signs can be significant here. For who this person is, when they may come in. You know, all those seasons could be important as well. But yeah, they like you. And they want in the beginning. And it's funny because I was going to put these two cards over here to make space. And they kind of match perfectly. Quite beautiful. They want a fresh do-over. They want to pour clean water all over the connection and wash all the toxicities and grime from the past, wash away down the river. Okay, let us get some cards from this situation love oracle deck and see what's coming through for you, how they feel about you. Yeah, they've gone on some kind of journey deep within to figure out what they really want and what they really want to do next. And that's something they're going to be like telling you about, or I guess showing you more though, so than anything, how they've changed. But like I said, if this is someone who's newer and just asking you out for the first time, they've thought about this a lot. And they realize they want a do-over. They want to, not even do-over, excuse me, sorry. They want to start something new. So we have loneliness. Okay, this person has been very lonely. They probably feel lonely without you. It says inner hollow, silent longing, and emotional night. Okay, so I feel like with the Tower card here, Strength card, and these two popping out right after those two, it's definitely giving they have gone through a lot of emotions, like emotional cleanse. Yeah, and that's what the Ace of Cups represents, emotional cleanses and new romantic beginnings. And just new emotional beginnings in general. This person may have more emotional like space because they've been pouring all this into themselves. They've been drinking their water, you know, and they've been like cleansing their body and hydrating. And now they feel fresh and renewed to start something new. Okay. I'm hearing that song. Is it High School Musical? This could be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes, I see in my heart the start of something new. I never knew that it could happen till it happened to me. Yeah, that song's so good. I've never seen it before, but now it's easy to see the start of something new. And also, if this is someone that you just met, it could definitely be a vibe of you guys met at karaoke, or you're feeling that potential of the start of something new with someone, you know? They're singing on stage, dancing, they're feeling the connection, and it's like the stirring of new emotions with the Ace of Cups, okay? Give me something, Spirit. How they feel. Courting. They definitely want to court you. Steady devotion. I was talking about with the Empress. Devotion, goddess energy. We have thoughtful consistency and heartfelt offering. That's what these two aces represent as well, offerings. That's what I was saying earlier. You got to bring a goddess offering. Shoot. Here we have not interested. They could think you're not interested. Direct distance, clear withdrawal, cooled connection. Yeah, this is a cooled connection for some of you. And they think you're not interested. We have closed off, shut emotion, rigid stance, self-protection wall. That could be something you built up in the connection or something they built up. They could think you're not interested and closed off from them. So what we got in this whole reading, I don't think this person isn't interested or closed off. I think they think you are. We have blindsided. So this person is going to definitely blindside you with this offer. Like I said, whether you just met them, you don't know them that well, you've known them for years, months, centuries, decades, you never know. It says an unexpected shift, jolting moment, and abrupt break. And that's that Tower energy. This could also be someone you kind of broke things off with, or they could have been blindsided in their past. And these are all the things that they're worried about. How do they feel? Situationship. Yeah, I feel like that could be an energy here as well. Maybe the thing you guys had in the past, if this is a past person, was a situationship. So they're kind of worried about that. Unclear borders, mismatched effort, and undefined rhythm. Okay, I guess two more. I meant one more, but trauma bonding could have been something you guys did together as well. Pain-linked loyalty, or you guys could have a similar trauma. But the Tower card is kind of giving me that as well. There could have been a trauma bond between you guys. We have a cyclical pull, so it just always comes back around. And survival attachment. Interesting. You guys could have gone through a scary situation together. And that's funny because I was just thinking about that earlier, and I don't know why or how. I don't know where it came from. There was I was having a thought, and I was like, crap, it's almost like right there. I was just thinking about how certain experiences, instead of pulling people apart, kind of pull them together. Like, there it is. We were at work, and the school that we work next to was having a fire drill. And we were talking about how we went through fire drills when we were younger, and how they would always tell us to leave behind our stuff and just leave out the classroom in a single file line. And we were like, nobody would actually do that in an actual fire drill. It's everybody for themselves. I'm like, I would be, first of all, not leaving my things behind. I'm taking my stuff with me, and I'm running for my life. And then I was thinking about how in certain situations like a fire, people would be running for their lives. But the opposite would be true if it was like a school mooting. You know what I mean? The word that rhymes with that. That happens a lot in the USA. And I'm thinking how in a fire, the kids would probably be like, F you, and be pushing each other to run towards the door. But in a shooting, can I use that word? I don't know. It could kind of bring them together and make them like huddle together, and it would like form a bond that they would like have for the rest of their life. I don't know why I was thinking that. My thoughts can get like really crazy, but that's where it stemmed from. We were like, it would be like all for ourselves. We're just getting our stuff and running in a fire. But in the opposite of that, if somebody were to come in with the intent to hurt the students, like them bundling together and having that experience together will create a trauma bond for the rest of their life. So it's very interesting that this card is coming out. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I don't think those thoughts often, but it's just something that crossed my mind earlier. So I'm like, I knew it was something. I'm just surprised that it came out. And then I was thinking about how they made a movie about that. And it was like with Jenna Ortega and Maddie Ziegler, how they had to go through, that in their school. And it kind of brought them together, right? But the next card we have is fear of commitment. That's also something this person could definitely deal with. Avoidance, impulse, stalled progression, and emotional retreat. And that's what I kind of feel like they were working on in this hermit mode they were in. So like I said, there has been some growth here with this person. Anything else we're going to pull from? We're going to pull from this. I just saw 34, 44, so 444 could be important. That's definitely a you and your emotions and your loved ones are safe energy. And I love that after that whole example that I gave. Okay. How do they feel about them? Please, Spirit, how does the person feel about them? We have 44, which is now coming through. So 4, 4, 44. 4 is just be important as well. Looking closely at things, solving a problem, coming up with a solution. So that's kind of what I was getting earlier as well. And then here we have the garden. This is like everyone is labyrinth. This is what this one is, a labyrinth. Everyone is like looking for answers. So I think that's like a big theme with this person. They're looking for answers, maybe checking up on you. If this is it doesn't matter what it is, they're checking up on you to see if you would be, I guess, open to them asking you out or doing anything with you, or if you even like them. At the bottom, we have the heart. So since it's there, we'll take it. Let's keep, I definitely saw that for a reason. And then we have the fox coming through here. So interesting. It's funny. I was talking about this person could be watching you to see if you would be open. So that's kind of what the fox is giving me. I think the fox represents like deceit or something. Someone trying to pull the wool over your eyes. So this person may not want you to know they like you yet, or they're like not asking you out quite yet. They're keeping their feelings very close to their chest. The 7 of Swords is kind of like the fox energy to me. I don't want to get hurt, so I'm not telling you I like you outright. Maybe you're going to come in with a little bit of feelers, putting some feelers out there. But yeah, the magnifying glass is like solutions to problems. I don't know why I never take the book out. I just put that over there. Because that will definitely help. Shoot. Okay, so 44. Is the magnifying glass. I am the card that suggests you to take a closer look or two. If you did not get clarity from an earlier view, I can provide more focus and perspective that is new. So yeah, they're looking really closely at things, maybe examining what they did in the past, what they can do better now. If this is someone who you don't know yet, or you haven't met, or you don't know them that well, they're looking over what they did wrong in a past connection or in past relationships, and trying to figure out how they could do better by you now, okay? Then we have 43, which would be the page before the labyrinth. When you think you've done everything you can, you hit a wall and you have to start again. I am the labyrinth that keeps you going through trial and error to the end. There are no shortcuts to success, my friend. So like I said, a lot of growth that this person has gone through, okay? Whether you know of the growth and because you know them, or you don't know them, right? Then we have 24, the heart. The form of happiness and love is simply drawn in my shape. I am your feelings and emotions. I am your passions and devotions. Devotion keeps coming through. Just make sure no bad cards are around to spoil this fondness and affection, okay? So there are bad cards though, so maybe take a closer look. This fox card here could definitely can be taken as a negative energy. Let's get into it though. The fox. When I am not your job, I am your red flag for some deviousness going on. Look around your circle, in your hall. I might be planning your fall. I am master of manipulation, and I am going to fool you all. Craftiness is my fame, and sneaky is my game. So definitely be careful for some of you when it comes to this person. They could have ulterior motives. I gotta tell you that, especially with blindside. I feel like that could definitely be a thing. Like I said, they don't want you to know when they're coming in. They're just gonna come in kind of pop in. You're gonna be like, oh, where did you come from? Kind of energy. You know, this person's like scaring you as well. Like popping up on you and saying boo kind of energy. Or that's literally what they're gonna do. Pop up on you and say boo. And you're like, ah! You know, the tower moment. Like I wasn't expecting you. And the tower was clarifying the Page of Swords, which is communication, reaching out to someone, right? So that's what's coming through for you guys. I have these like communication cards, what they could say. For those of you who may know this person, want to know what they have to say. These are the hidden truth oracles. So this is going to be for the people who like to know this person. So what does this person have to say? We both know I am not the one for you. Interesting. Why would this whole stack of cards fall out like that? We have, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Let's remember that a lot of different people are watching the same reading. So if one thing doesn't resonate for you, disregard it and take the next thing, right? We both know I'm not the one for you. Could be for some of you where this fox energy is coming through and blind side energy is coming through. Maybe the trauma bonding energy as well, because you guys are only trauma bonded and that's not a real connection kind of energy. This person could just have insecurities of that, you know? Take what resonates. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Please, yuck. You speak to me through music. You were the best thing in my life. Because these cards always like give more perspective. What does this person want to say? How do they feel about them? Ooh, we have I love you. Interesting. And this card doesn't come all willy-nilly, so they definitely mean that. And we have you came closer than anyone. At the bottom of the deck, we have I wish I could take back my words. So there definitely could have been some words that were shared between you and this person, okay? But that's all that I have for you guys. You are definitely in their heart, because now I'm hearing you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart from this day on, now and forevermore. Is it Tarzan? Maybe you guys trauma bonded over losing your parents, because that's what happens in the movie. He loses both his parents. So that could definitely be a thing. Anyway, I'm going to end the reading there. I hope it resonated for somebody out there. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever want to book a personal reading, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. If you want to join my memberships, you could also do that using the link in the description box below right above the timestamps. Hype the video if you can. Do all the things. It definitely does help. If you would like to help the channel, I would very much appreciate it. But as always, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. So in today's reading, we're going to be getting into how does your person feel about you? How do they feel about you? Haven't done one in a long time. Let's get into it, okay? Please spirit tap into the energy of my group 1s and how they feel about my group. The group 1s is insane. Maybe some of you are from group 1, but I meant to say group 2. Sorry. My group 2s, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and the way she looks so indecisive in this card, and it's taking me forever to pick it up, Jesus. There could be a decision that needs to be made here, or this person is worried about how much more they have to offer. This person could be worried that they don't have enough time to offer the connection. It's kind of like I set so many seeds or planted so many seeds in the connection already. I don't know if I have any more to plant, or maybe I've been wasting my time kind of energy. You know what I mean? It's like when you've been dating someone for a long time, and you're kind of like, do I still want to keep dating them kind of energy? But the 7 of Pentacles in general, despite what it looks like on the card, is wanting to set these seeds and invest in something and someone. Having the time and the energy and the want, the desire to nurse and, you know, bring the connection to life. So this person could want to give you more time, okay? I saw 111, not I'm seeing, but I did see 111 earlier on the timestamp. But I was busy explaining. So how does your person feel about them? Ooh. We have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, I don't know. That vibe that I was getting earlier is coming through again. I don't know. They could have like an energy. Maybe they're wondering if they want to keep, you know, doing this, you know? How ghetto. Why would this even come through? Don't piss me off. Ugh, please. These cards wanted to fall out, but then we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Ooh, I didn't mean to say that. So, you know what? We're going to put it down and see what else comes out. We're just going to chill. We have the 4 of Pentacles. This is investing in something, saving, like hankering down, and it's like standing on business. It's what the 10 of Pentacles. Excuse me. Like, why are random cards wanting to just come through and you know, please. is what the Four of Pentacles can represent. I mean, Ten of Pentacles is also standing on business because you're marrying someone, you know, you're starting a foundation with them. And it could be a thing. I'm hearing like an actual foundation could be important here, okay? Some of you smell really good because I'm like just smelling myself right now. And that wasn't something that was coming through in group 1. So you guys smell really good, okay? And then here we have the Nine of Cups. Interesting. I'm a little bit confused because some of these cards are like trying to come out in reverse, but I don't usually take reversals, so we'll see what comes through. But anyway, we have the Seven of Pentacles wanting to invest, okay, give more time, show up a little bit more, take care of you. We have the Queen of Swords wanting to tell you the truth. There could be something this person is like holding back from you. They want to be very transparent, open, blunt, and honest, right? The Queen of Swords can kind of be a little hit or miss. The things she's saying are either going to be good, they're definitely going to be helpful, right? They're going to be very truthful. They're going to come from the heart, you know, or the mind, if you will. But they may not always be the best at like expressing their emotions. Could definitely be something coming through, right? So they may say something in the wrong way and it may hurt your feelings, and then you're just like, why would you say that? And they're like, I'm just being honest. And sometimes honesty is great, right? But you know, having a softening blow could definitely help sometimes with this person, right? They're very like straight to the point. And the Queen of Swords is also giving me this person's very clear on what they want with you. And it's Ten of Cups here, okay? Which is the happy family card as well, the happy ever after card, the complete emotional fulfillment card. You know, it's kind of like a real life fairy tale energy. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is a very possessive energy. Mine, I'm holding on to it. I don't want to let it go. So this person could be very possessive of you, or protective. Either way, both could definitely be a thing as well. And then we have the Nine of Cups, because you're everything they could hope for and more. You're everything that you could have wished for too. Because now I'm hearing, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. So this person could have definitely wished to be like with you, and it's like their wish has finally come true, or they wished for somebody like you and they finally met you, which is why all of these energies are coming straight through. This person's like very upfront about those feelings. So this is not someone who is constantly telling you how they feel and where they're coming from and what they want to do and what they see with you. This may not be your reading, okay? Because this person's gonna give me a vibe of holding anything back, right? We have the Knight of Pentacles. I think this is the Knight of Pentacles. So, sorry. I know I'll be thinking the camera be up here. No, it's right there. The Knight of Pentacles, yeah. It's like taking your sweet time. Taking your sweet time. You should take your time. What's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mutt. Like, that's coming through. Interesting. Yeah, there's something here about wanting to carry something for you or give you something. The Knight of Pentacles is like someone who's on the journey for they're in it for the long haul. You know what I mean? This person, whoever you're watching for, is in it for the long haul. And that's something they constantly like reassure you about and tell you about. So it's kind of like what you see is what you get with this person. I feel like whoever you're watching for, what you see is what you get. There's not really much they're holding back from you. They want to see where this goes. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, both the same kind of energy. It's things that take time, and they know things take time. You know, when you plant seeds the same day, you don't get the fruit or the tree or the flowers the same day. You have to wait a while for things to bloom and blossom. So this is a very patient person, okay? The Queen of Swords, someone who's like very intelligent. They could intellectualize their feelings, so they definitely know how they feel. If they thought long and hard about it, they know they want you. They thought long and hard about it, all right? They're looking at things from a very like factual logistics point of view, and they see you as the good partner. And everything they could want and ask for. So like, you know what? The next step is a date. The next step is meeting the family. The next step is engagement. And that could be something they're thinking heavily about if you are at the stage where you could get engaged with someone, right? Okay. So very much a big thing. This person could usually be like a little bit emotionally standoffish, but you're opening up their heart with the Ten of Cups and the 9 of Cups here, okay? So how does your person feel about that, please, Spirit? We have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, they're gonna fight for you. Yo, this card always has me screaming because she's ready to knock ish over and knock things out of the park. It's giving overachiever, okay? That they want to defend you and take care of you and nurture you is the vibe coming through. The 7 of Pentacles is the nurturing card where you planted all the seeds and now you're watching over them, making sure they're growing, making sure if they need anything, you're pruning the leaves in case there's like rotten, you're pulling out the weeds, you're giving them fertilizer, making sure they have the proper sunlight, coming and watering them, taking care of them, talking to them, you know, lavishing them with compliments. It's you're invested in this person. And when you're invested in something, you want to make sure it does well because you put your time and energy and emotion into it. So that's the energy coming through for this person here. And they're very serious about that with the Queen of Swords. They're very serious about whatever it is they could have promised you or whatever they see with you, you know? It's just not play for them. The Queen of Swords is not a play kind of person. So they're not playing. And that's exactly what I'm saying with the future. And when it comes to the future of the connection or whatever, they're not playing with you. They're very clear about wanting to see where things go with the 2 of Swords. Not 2 of Swords, sorry. 2 of Wands. They do kind of mean the same thing as well. The 2 of Wands, you putting action behind the thoughts. You know, you are thinking of what you're doing next. You're seeing the change on the horizon. Or you're always like, what do I call it? I've used it in other readings. You're anticipating what's coming next, right? So it's kind of like I feel like I want to move forward and say something. I want to say I love you. That's the right time to say I love you. We've been dating for 2 months now. That could be a thing coming through here. 2 months with the 2 of Wands. Because 2 weeks is kind of still too early to be telling somebody you love them. Relax. In my opinion, okay? So you could have been dating for 2 months now. They're kind of like, you know, we're approaching the milestone where we say, I love you. It's time for that, you know? That's how this person's approaching the connection. They're like, just very logically, but it's so cute because, yes, you want someone to be intentional about you. And the Queen of Swords is someone who's very intentional. And she's using her mind and she knows how someone deserves to be treated. And she's treating them as such, period. But yeah, the 2 of Wands, like I said, very straightforward and honest and clear about wanting to explore where things go, okay? Oh boy, y'all, this person's making me laugh. I don't know. Like, they can be like very serious. Like, no, we have to do things the right way, by the book, right? Is what's coming through. And then we have the freaking King of Swords. I am screaming. Why do they have the Kings and Queens of Swords look like that in this deck? Don't piss me off. You see how they look scary? I'm hearing you match this person's freak. Maybe you guys have that aesthetic going on for you. Not for everybody, but some of you have that aesthetic where you guys wear dark colors. You know, the alternative couples that walk around, the grunge emo couples with all the piercings and the dark aesthetic and the, you know, black could definitely be a thing. This person is funny. I do believe the King and Queen of Swords don't get enough credit for being like funny, because when I just said the word black, I thought, what did you call me? And it's reminding me of like a long running joke in the black community between certain actors and their white counterparts. So there's a few examples of certain white celebrities talking about a movie and they say something black, and then the black co-star will be like, what did you call me? So the example that I'm seeing are 2 specific examples. It was with Andrew Garfield and Jamie Foxx in their Amazing Spider-Man movie, where I guess Jamie Foxx was the villain and Andrew Garfield and Jamie Foxx and someone else was doing an interview. And they asked him a question. Andrew's like, something dark or black. And then Jamie Foxx is in the back. It just always gives me, what did you call me? And then Andrew has to like pause for a second, and then when he gets it, he starts laughing because, sir, stop it. And then there's another interview on a red carpet where what's that man's name? Anthony Mackie is like doing an interview, and then Elizabeth Olsen comes up to him and she says something about, I think And Anthony's like, I was waving to you. And she was like, yeah, I know, but it was like so dark or something. And then Anthony Mack is like, what'd you call me? And they just make everything a joke. It is not supposed to be a joke, but it's so hilarious at the same time. That's kind of what I'm getting with this person. So they could definitely like have like a dry humor or a dark humor, because I would consider that dark humor. Like, what did you call me? Right? But that's definitely coming through. They have wit, they have humor, and that is something that they don't get enough credit for. But my tangent is over. Like I said, this person's like very straightforward and honest with you. Like I said, Soul's energy is not the best with emotions, but that doesn't mean they're not capable of emotions. They're just looking at things from like a very clinical point of view. They're like going, like I said, by the book. They're reading books on relationships, and it's like you have to court them. Okay, what does that mean? Take them on dates or talk to them a little bit. Okay, I'll do that, and they're doing it. So it could seem like they're like a perfect gentleman or something like that. You know what I mean? Or feminine. It doesn't matter. Like they're a lady or a lord is what's coming through here, and they're calculating because we have this man here playing chess. Like this person is not playing checkers with you, they're playing chess. They're in it for the long haul, and they're not playing with you. Like I said, with this Four of Pentacles coming through here, they're not playing with you. You are theirs, and they are yours. Okay, I'm hearing signed, sealed, delivered. Lock the door, throw away the key could be definitely terms they're thinking when it comes to this connection. I'm done. Like I said, like you're mine is the vibe coming through. That's how they feel about you. The next card we have here is, I believe this is the World, clarifying the Four of Pentacles. And just like I said, lock the door, throw away the key, because you are my person. I've reached or found the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Hip, hip, hooray. Now let's move forward, you know? That's how I'm feeling. And that's how they're feeling. But yeah, they're definitely willing to fight and defend this connection tooth and nail. They're not going down without a fight. And they would definitely fight to defend you and be with you, okay? The next card we have is a Two of Pentacles, clarifying the Nine of Cups. The Two of Pentacles is like a balancing act. You are trying to do one thing, but also keep your schedule quite balanced. So in everyday life, this would look like making time to read before bed, or making time to eat dinner and then have the food digest before going to bed, or having a very strict routine where you make sure to like pencil in some play and not too much work. Like that's what that definitely comes into. So this is definitely giving me, because you are their like dream person. This person is actively, proactively, intentionally making time to see you, even though their schedule may be busy. Why? Because they want you. They sees you and they want you. Okay, I am done. I don't know why that keeps coming through, but it just I love that it keeps coming through, because it just makes me laugh every time. Yeah, this person sees you and they want you, okay? Definitely. They said, yep, that's who I chose. Yep, and I'm gonna make time for them too, okay? Period. How does your person feel about them, please, Spirit? How does your person feel about them? And then we have the Hermit. Some of you could be from group 1 for real, because some of the same cards are coming out. So this is definitely something they've thought about. They've thought long and hard on. This person wants to be by your side while they go through all the journeys of life. With the Hermit card, it's someone who's learning, you know? We're all here having the same earthly experience. No one, no matter the age, is more like experienced than someone else. There could definitely be an age difference coming through here with this person. It's kind of like we're all going through the human experience. We're all souls going through the human experience. And I want to see you in all those, I guess, levels you go through. Phases is the word I was looking for. I want to see you in all those phases. That song is coming through by pretty much phases. Like I'm trying to wait for the song to come through, but it's not coming through. But I just know I'm hearing it in my head. That's my song too. Basically, like I was saying, they want to see you and be with you throughout your phases. It's a very beautiful song. Phases of the moon can be important. Or this person has many faces, because so does the moon. They have many faces. Or you could have many faces. That's how they feel about you. That you have many faces. Maybe Maybe you're a little backstabby. Let me stop. Maybe you're a little two-faced. I mean, that's kind of what I was saying already. There's a lot to you. There's more to you than meets the eye, right? Because we have the two twins here in this card, as we can see, and they are twins, but they look different. So it's like you have one part of you and then another part of you, and they kind of want all parts of you. That's kind of what's coming through as well. They want to see more and dive deeper into who you are as a person, and they know that takes time. So they're like, okay, I'm in it for the long haul then, right? I gotta see where it goes. Okay, let's get some cards from the Situation Love Oracle deck to see what else we can get from this person. But yeah, they have no intention of letting you go anytime soon. It's kind of like, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the stuff. I'm staying right here. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, we have Libra energy. This person could be a Libra. With the Knight of Pentacles, this person could be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. Okay. With the King of Swords energy, this person could be an Aquarius. With the World energy, this person could be a Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo. Then with the Hermit card, this person could be a Virgo. So any of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, could definitely be significant, or even Venus as well, because this is a love reading. So what song is that? It's not coming through. Interesting. How do they feel? We have controlling. This person could be a little controlling. We have the Four of Pentacles here. We're not surprised by this. It says power imbalance, restrictive tone, and a boundary pressure. That could definitely be a vibe as well with the Seven of Swords, wanting, not swords, wands, wanting to knock down all these wands that may be in their way. Interesting. This person could definitely be very controlling. Like I said, there's something here about these swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. I would definitely say they could be very controlling. We have the chase, but they definitely do want to be there, you know, chasing behind you, pursuing you. We have driving pursuit, escalating intrigue, and reward mirage. Don't even know what that means, but hey, reward mirage. How do they feel with like group twos, please, Spirit? We have closed off, shut emotion, rigid stance, self-protection wall. That's what that Seven of Wands could be as well. They're very like, they have boundaries very high, and they don't let anyone into their emotions. They can be a little hard to read emotionally. They can come off as closed off, but as we can see from the rest of the cards, this person is very much invested. You just gotta keep at it. I think time is what will help them heal and open up more, because like I said, with the Knight of Pentacles, this person takes their time opening up and getting to know someone. They want to be with you through all the phases, so it may just take them just as much time to open up to you as well. Here we have hookup. This could be a hookup you're asking about. Heated chemistry, momentary escape, surrendered inhibition. So it does kind of give me you kind of knock these person's walls down. Yeah, I think that's an energy coming through here for you guys. You knock their walls down. They're usually sounds like very defensive, but you kind of knock those walls down and get into their under skin. How do they feel about my group twos, please? Clingy. This is very interesting. We have urgent attachment, and remember, for all these cards, take what resonates for you in your situation, right? If you don't know much about this person, then just take what feels right whenever I say it, because not everything's going to resonate for you. It's not a personal reading. But it says urgent attachment, pressured closeness, and a needy intensity. I would kind of say that with clingy and controlling, they kind of go hand in hand. The chase as well. But then we have closed off. That's why I'm like, this one thing is not like the other. But then we have the swords, so I can see where that is also true. So it's kind of like, just, you know, take what resonates for you and your person. Here we have situationship with a hookup. This is so interesting. Unclear borders, mismatched effort, and undefined rhythm. So it is definitely giving you're still getting to know each other for sure. But like I said, they're going to put in the time it takes, right? Oh my heart, please, Spirit, appreciate you. And the juggler. And that's what I was saying with the Two of Pentacles. They're very busy, but they're still making time for you. We have performative charm, shifting attention, and scattered loyalty. I don't know, these are very interesting like words they put with the cards. I wasn't getting that scattered loyalty. I wasn't really getting that. With the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, it's not giving scattered at all. But it's just giving the juggler could just mean, like I said, they have a lot going on in their life and they still, like, you know, put you or make time for you kind of energy. You know, this is kind of giving me, now that we're getting into that, it's giving me an energy of someone that I was like talking to, and he was like very busy, and he was like, but like, you know, pop up into your phone and say, hey, do you want to go to like this and this? And I'm like, why would you tell me day of? Like, why would you not plan to meet someone like the day before or in advance? So I know what to expect. Because he would always just pop up and I'm like, well, I'm busy right now. I can't really just drop everything and come and see you, nor will I, because we're not like together. So why would I do that? He's like, and I'm like, I'm sick and tired of you always texting me day of. Within like an hour time to get there, do I want to come and meet with the movies? With only an hour, like not even an hour heads up. No, sorry. And I'm like, no, I'm sick and tired of you just calling me whenever you feel comfortable or text me whenever you feel comfortable to come and see you. I'm like, I don't want to see you that bad. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, because you're just like popping up or whatever. I forgot what I told him, but it was something like, whenever it's convenient for you, you want to come and text me instead of planning a proper date when you know you're going to be off or whatever. And he's like, oh, you should take it more as whenever I think of something to do, you're the first person I think of. I'm like, wrong answer. And I feel like because he's like a therapist, he knows how to like twist things around. But I'm like, I'm not falling for your bullshit, okay? I'm not falling for it. No, if you want to see me, you better plan a date to see me. Don't come texting me with an hour's notice. Oh, I'm going to see the movie and it starts at 6:25. You're calling me at 5 telling me, can I meet you there? Are you dumb? Like, no, because if you knew you wanted to go see a movie all day, why would you not text me beforehand? Don't piss me off. It's kind of giving me that. And he's an Aquarius moon, so, you know, that's why I'm like, he's kind of coming through here, the juggler. Oh, I'm so busy and I barely have time for myself, but you should feel like, what is it called? Honored that whatever time I have, I'm giving to you. Not if it's not planned. Yeah, heck no. That could be an energy here for some of you. Just putting it out there. It's either gonna resonate or it doesn't resonate, okay? But don't piss me off. And then when you do see the person, they're all clingy. I'm like, no, you said you don't want anything. Don't piss me off. I don't want to, no. Don't touch me. So definitely that could be a vibe. And I think we like mentioned Aquarius in here. Yeah, this person have Aquarius placements. Here we have the Mask. Okay. Interesting. Here we have 6. Is this like the storm or the clouds or something? How do they feel about my group? 2. A little confused, maybe. Unsure. Maybe they're saying they don't want anything serious, but you're making them want something more serious. I don't know. We have the Fish. This represents abundance, money, financial opportunities, okay? So it is definitely giving this person feels like you are something that is positive in their life, okay? We have the Good Luck Charm. As soon as I say that, yeah. You're like a positive force in their life. So maybe you have them rethinking this whole I don't want a connection thing, you know? Here we have the Moon, which in this deck represents love and romance and all that stuff. So like I said, even if they are like coming off as maybe a little bit closed off, it's because they have a specific, how can I even describe it? They have a specific layout in their mind of how things are supposed to go, and they don't want to stray from that. One thing about these air signs, flighty, they're very rigid and stuck in their ways, especially because you got the World and World cards or the fixed signs, and they're also extra stuck in their ways. Lord, I pray for y'all. And then we have number 1, I think this is the Rider. So for some of you, if you haven't met this person yet, they're definitely going to be riding into your life soon. Okay, but I don't understand why you would be watching or how do they feel about you. Some people just watch it to, you know, get some vibes, get the vibes. So whoever this person is, they have like a very clear like layout of what things should be like and how they should go, and they're very set in their ways. So good luck with that. I'm hearing, I was a mess when you came around. When there was nothing left, you showed me the best. Da, 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 da. I think, but I know that I'm better with you. I think that song, I think it's Better With You, Jesse McCartney. But yeah, I was a wreck when you came around. When I had nothing left, you gave me your best, you know? So like I said, you are like a gem or something they find very worthy to have in their life. So they could be treading very carefully or trying to do everything by the book and do everything right so they don't lose you, right? So let's get into these. Not to laugh at them, but it's just funny. We have the writer. It says, I am always bringing news. Look around me to see what it includes. We have all these cards here, so we'll see. I might be coming to visit or bring you some changes. I am fast and always on the move. If you see a negative card close by, you will probably not enjoy the reply. Let's see what the mask says. Because the mask could either be good or positive. It says, look deep into your soul. For whose amusement do you play? Didn't I say something here about this person thinking they're funny? Stop it. I balance the contradictions and encompass the opposites. I project your emotions or hide them. When I land to your right, I bring joy to light. Okay, this is on the right. Okay, great. But if my presence is to your left, then melancholy is in sight. I can be the face to suit any occasion. All parts I can play, the truth or disguise. I am your creation. So like I said, that this person's good at having a mask up and portraying what they want you to portray. If they're like upset or sad, you may not be able to see it because they keep all their emotions behind this like glass or this boundary they don't want everybody to see, okay? This person could have to like fight you, or you know, the Seven of Wands is taking on a different meaning to me now because it's someone on the defense, but it's more so someone willing to protect you because they could think they're not the best person for you, so they're trying to protect your feelings. Could be a vibe coming through. But anyway, let's move on to 6. The clouds. I am dark on one side and light on the other. Conflicts and doubts I am sure to bring. You will not be able to see clearly. I will block your perception and let confusion reign. This person's confused. How do they feel about you? They're confused as to what they want. They see a future with you. They think you're everything they could want and would want in a partner. But what's the problem then? Don't piss me off. Let me stop. But I'm serious. Like, I don't like that. They could be only looking for a situationship or something like that. Or a hookup, right, with you. But as they're doing that, or as you guys are doing that, they see something more. Oh, I'm fighting. Square up, for real. Hoocha. It says, one thing I promise for sure is that I will pass because the sun always shines after the storm has passed. Okay, don't piss me off, whatever. We have 32. So about hiding, this person's like, I think hiding their true emotions, you know, because they're saying, oh, I'm in a situation with them, I can't love them or like them or do this or do that. Like, this person's too rigid, honestly, I would say. We have 32. I love a romance. Intuition and psychic abilities, imagination and creativity are but a few of the ideas I stand for. I reach across the sky and influence the waters. I am admired all around. I bring fame, I bring honors, okay? So yeah, this person feels like very high value, very nice, very beautiful, abundant. When they're around you, they think you are someone who could add to their life, but are they looking for anything more serious than that? Well, we never know. I think these cards are very contradictory, so it just depends who you're watching for. If you are watching for situationship or a hookup, they're still very much in that mindset, but they could be shifting towards more, but they're a very slow-moving person, very stubborn. They're juggling a lot right now, so they may not be ready for a connection. They may want something, you know, like in the sense that it would be nice if you were like at my beck and call and I could, you know, talk to you and come over and hang out with you whenever I wanted, but I can't because I'm busy, you know? Please. So I'm going to get some hidden truth oracle from this person. And didn't I say at the very first beginning of the reading with the first 7 of Pentacles, this person deciding if they want to keep going with you or if they want to take things serious. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here, for sure. See, this is why you trust your intuition. Like, but in general, the Seven of Pentacles is like hard work. So this person's like, do I want to do the hard work and put into this connection? I see the potential, but maybe, I don't know. Let's see what comes through. We have, I am afraid to contact you. Is funny because you better be. Let me stop. Oh boy. What is the energy coming through here? I know I messed up everything. Oh my. I mean, I would say, so it's kind of like I feel these things for you, but maybe you're in a separation right now and they are like, how are you feeling? I hope that you can forgive me one day. Ooh, what happened here? Tell me in the comments. I'm nosy. What happened here? Because I think things were going so well. They saw a future with you, or they still do. But what is stopping that? Ugh. What does this person say to them, please, Spirit? Give us tea. We have, I lost myself for a little while. Okay. I mean, but I know I'm better with you, you know? But I know that I'm better with you. You speak to me through music. Right when I'm singing, but I know I'm better with you. What will this person say? Please, for my group twos, what will this person say? You have, I left when I saw you with someone. What's going on here? The more cards that I pull, the more the message is getting all muddled and muddled up. The tarot was cute, very possessive of you, don't want to give you up. You're their wish fulfillment, okay? Knight of Pentacles, they could be taking their sweet time with you, which is something that I think is you know, good. For someone who's like a little bit unsure what they want, take your time and see where things go. Could be a thing as well. We will be together again. Okay. You're not the boss of me. Like, what does this person want to say? The writer is they're coming in to tell you something, right? We didn't get any pages though, so I'm a little confused. This could definitely be someone you're like already entangled with. I'm getting like there's some stuff here. The Seven of Pentacles, y'all have been through some things together, with that being the first card. And they're kind of like, do I want to continue doing this? Do I want to give up? Do I want to say something? Do I not want to say something? It's kind of giving that, I feel like. Here we have, I regret lying to you. Interesting. Why are you lying and all that? What is going on? Lying is crazy. Maybe lying to you in the sense where I don't want anything serious, now I do, or I want something serious, now I don't. You know, that would be so interesting. Like I said, with that first card, I was getting an energy of like doubt. Like Seven of Pentacles is never usually, I don't know if I want this, but because you've already put so much time into it, but I'm getting that vibe. My life is not as together as it seems. Oh Lord, please. We're getting the tea now. Just being near you is intoxicating. Yeah, I bet. This person could definitely be like trying to just offer you a hookup, or you know, or situationship energy. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Please take what resonates for you guys. Like, I think there's different energies coming through here, right? Some people, your person's still unsure. They're very much into the whole hookup dynamic and hookup culture and that kind of vibe. Some of you, this person wants, you know, that you can forgive them one day. If there's someone you've been through things, you've been through things with them, period. I'm not getting new and fresh energy the way I was for group one. This is some stuff. This person could be coming back around to say, hey, I want to give things a shot. I wasn't ready before, but I'm ready now, you know? Or the opposite, like I said I was ready, but I'm not, you know? And I knew exactly what I was doing. What the heck? What the heck, Yante? And at the bottom of the deck, we have, I want to be more than friends. Look at that. The ghetto. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope this resonated for somebody out there. Like, I feel like when it comes to these kinds of readings, it is very imperative you get like a personal reading to figure out your distinct energy. Because a lot of storylines were coming through for you guys. So feel free to book a reading with me if you feel called to do so. Who knows? Or someone else, or read for yourself. But anyway, I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever want to book a personal reading, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. Hype the video, all that good stuff, please and thank you. It helps a lot. Share it, do that. If you would want to join my memberships, you could always do that using my link in the description box below, right above the timestamps. But as always, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. So we're going to get right into the topic. We're going to be talking about how does your person feel about you? How do they feel about you? Let's get right into it. Okay, let me do one more shuffle. This person could be stalling or taking their time or being very, thorough about how they approach you, this relationship, your feelings. Because I did shuffle before I started the reading, but I love to get a shuffling on camera. You know, take my time kind of energy. This person likes to take their time. They're immediately giving me Taurus, because anytime I think of Taurus energy, I think of someone who takes forever to do something, to text back, to do anything. And I'm just like, I used to deal with a Taurus guy, and he was just the worst at keeping a conversation going over text. He would respond back and then just not text back for like days. And it used to piss me off so much so I had to just give it up, child. Just to come on TikTok a few months ago, sorry for the story time, this could be important. And there's like a astrologer or I think she's an astrologer, you know what I mean? She studies traditional astrology. I think her name is 0 degrees Taurus, but her name is Ivy on TikTok. And I've been rocking with her for years now. And she was like, she did this one specific video for Taurus. So she's like, you ever feel like they don't message you back fast enough and this and that? And she was basically explaining how you can't rush them. You either just have to appreciate it, deal with it, or understand that when it comes to Taurus people, they take forever to text back or they don't text back at all. And I'm like, ooh, was I being too harsh? No, I don't think I was being too harsh, because if you have certain standards, you should be with someone who upholds those standards or at least tries to, right? But she was like, Taurus people just take forever to do things. So I think this person's very thorough. They're taking forever to maybe make a move or say they like you or move things forward. If you want to be in a connection or get married or whatever, they're taking forever, okay? That could be important. I just ended my rant 222 on the time, so that could be important as well. I think things are finally going to be in alignment is what I'm getting from that energy, right? So this person's finally going to be in alignment and able to move things forward, okay? So that's a message for somebody. Please, Spirit. My group ones, look at that. And as soon as I freaking say that, the card that flies out is the Magician. Wow. Wowza. The Magician, they're finally ready to make that move. When it comes to how they feel about you, they're finally ready to make the move. It's like the butler's opening the door. He was cleaning the house, making sure everything was spotless before he let you in, okay? And I'm sorry if I'm saying he, you're watching for she or they or them, but that's like, there's a guy on the card, so just forgive my French for the time being. But yeah, it's definitely giving me an energy of this person was waiting, biding their time, making sure that everything was right and spotless and clean and perfect in their eyes. Very earth sign energy, very earth sign coded, also very Venusian of them. They want to make sure everything is beautiful and all the cobwebs are out of their house and everything is beautiful and aesthetic, because that's what Tauruses do. They wanted to make sure everything was comfy and cozy, or just to make sure they were comfortable with doing whatever needs to be done in this connection. But now they're ready to like make moves, okay? With the Magician, we also have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, the slow moving energy for sure. Things have been taking maybe a long time to come to fruition in the connection or for everything to align perfectly. But like I already said with 222, things are finally aligning with you and this person, okay? So they've been cleaning, they've been working, they've been like making sure life looks good, maybe putting work into themselves, their home, their career, something like that. The 7 of Pentacles can also represent working a lot to build money. You know, security could be a thing as well, because Tauruses love the finer things in life. And if they can't really, you know, provide that for someone, it could be like troubling for them, okay? Here we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, now they're ready to come in and show you what they're made of. Now they're ready to make something shake, okay? They've been gathering their ingredients, so now they're ready to make something shake. This person's giving me they like your rebellious nature. I think you're the complete opposite of them. If you want something, you go after it. When it comes to them, they're going to be planning, setting a course, and making sure everything is perfect before they start. You're kind of like, let's just do this dang thing. A little messy, a little crazy. How they feel about you is they want to take their time with you, okay? They want to make sure they're doing the right thing and they have enough to give you what you deserve and what you need, okay? So their intentions are pure. It just could just be irritating to you because you're a more faster moving energy or more decisive or impatient to their patient. And it's kind of like this connection was teaching you patience, okay? This person is cultivating the perfect connection for you because that's what you deserve, right? But in your rushing them, you could have been willing to, I guess, accept bare minimum or scraps. And they were like, no, okay? So you're manifesting you, you're manifesting them. This person could also see you as magical. I'm also hearing whimsical. That could be the energy. Look at all these cars I want to fly out. Like, are you serious? We're not taking all of those, okay? But they can have a lot of feelings they want to, like, express. I was going to say suppress, but I was like, no, that's not the right word. And now I'm seeing 555. Wow. Okay, so rapid change is coming into your life. Fast change. And it has to do with this connection finally being ready to, like, I guess, move forward. So this could have been what you wanted to learn by watching this kind of reading, because it's not really giving how they feel. It's more so giving what they want to do and how they're going about it and why it's been taking so long. So Spirit's like, we know. Right, it may not have been going according to your plan, but it's definitely going according to our plan. Okay, so yeah, 222, 555 could be numbers you're seeing quite often, and that's what they're, I guess, referring to. Okay, this connection, because it's coming through this reading, right? But yeah, they said we want to make sure everything's perfect, and they were suppressing their feelings thus far to make sure they were able to express them properly, right? This is a very methodical, thoughtful, patient person. Like I said, they're not going to jump into anything, right? They don't want to make rash decisions. This could definitely be someone who's older, because the guy in the card is older and you could be younger, which is why they've cultivated and perfected patience, whereas you're a little bit more rash, okay? That could be an energy coming through as well. But I think you kind of bring out their more spontaneous, fun, kitty side, because I feel like magicians have to wait for everything to line up perfectly, whereas the Knight of Wands is just like, I want this, I'm going after it. More impulsive, less thought put behind it. So you could definitely bring out their more fun, playful side, and they're sick of being responsible when they're around you. They don't really have to be, because you're more so, let's go here, oh my gosh, let's go here. Like, it's giving me excited child in a way the parents have to run after the child and all they can do is like smile after their children, like, oh, they're so cute. What could we do? What, you know what I mean? What can you do? Kids will be kids, you know? It's the kind of energy, so there could definitely be an age gap, or you're just younger than them in general, or even if you are the same age as them, you just give off a more youthful air to you, and they love that. Like, don't change, what I just heard. Never change, baby. Stay the same, lady. I'm hearing if there's been some distance here between you guys, they hope you're still the same person you always were, you know? If they're coming in after a time apart, they're like, I hope this is the same person that I'm hearing I fell in love with. Wow. What's going on here? Is there a past? The Seven of Pentacles can represent there being some building blocks already, I guess, put together in this connection. The building blocks were already laid down. There's like a foundation here, and now they're coming back to it like, should I keep giving to this plant and this flower? Can I keep giving to it? Will this flower, plant, person, whatever, still receive me, still want me? They're definitely handling this with kitty gloves, because the guy is wearing his nice, fine, you know, white gloves to not dirty anything. So they don't want to mess things up, but they're finally at a place where they think they're ready to come in and not make a mess of things, okay? How do they feel about my group threes? Look at that. We have the freaking Fool. Don't piss me off. I love when I get the card that's on the box. Okay. So we have the Fool. They want to start over. So how do they feel about you? You're an exciting beginning. They can't wait to explore and embark upon. It's like when you first get, it's like the first day of vacation. You first get to the hotel room. You drop everything and run outside. I'm here, run outside to the beach. And I said that not really taking into account that she's running on a beach. I just saw an image of someone running on a beach, and I looked down and she's on the beach, which it's obvious. I picked up the card, right? But I'm trying to, the message came through regardless of the card, you know? The first day of vacation, you get out and like the sunset, the sun is still setting. And here the card is moon, or the moon is rising. I'm seeing a sunset from in the image that I was seeing. You drop everything and go see the sunset on the beach. Like this person's like sitting behind you, you're sitting in front of them at the sand, you're leaning back onto them. You guys are just like, you know, at peace. I think when you guys are together, there's like a serenity, at rightness, where nothing else in the world is bothering you. There's like a bubble to your connection, because watching the sunset, everything is still quiet. There could be so much ruckus and noise going on around you, but I feel like when they're with you, like I said, there's this serene, happy, like beautiful bubble, you know? Nothing else exists besides me and this person, you know what I mean? And like I said, you bring out their spontaneous nature, or you are coming through it. It's how they feel about you as someone who brings out their spontaneous nature, or is very spontaneous yourself, you know? I'm hearing a little bit of a firecracker. You talk back. Some of you could be a little bit bratty, feisty, okay? But that's the energy coming through for you guys. How do they feel about you? If you have this star, this is freaking gorgeous, guys. Wow. A lot of major arcana first and foremost. So this is definitely, like I said, 555, major change coming to this connection. And like I said, it could have been after a long while, because they've been taking time, okay, or spirit could have been putting the connection on pause as well, with so much spirit, major arcana energies, major lessons have been going on, major closures. There had to have been a closure or an accomplishment for us to have the Fool here, starting over. So yeah, the end of a cycle happened, and now we're starting renewed. That person could definitely be thinking about being or getting in this Knight of energy. Knight of Wands energy when it comes to pursuing you, because they've been waiting for so long and they don't want to overthink it, you know, as the Taurus energy does. Like I said, so far it hasn't come out, but that was the example that we started off, okay? That's what we based the rest of the reading off of. But yeah, we have the Star card. It's like hoping and praying. I do believe you give this person hope for a better life, for a better future. It could be a thing as well. This person could be used to being by themselves, doing everything themselves, and they're hoping that you could come along and you guys could do things together, even if it's something as simple as like laying on the beach and you're like laying on their chest kind of energy. Like there's like a deep intimacy here as well. I'm getting like a warm, nervous kind of feeling on my tummy when I'm saying that. So it's like this person could feel nervous about feeling those things for you. It's kind of like falling in love for the first time. This energy coming through, first love vibes. That's the energy coming through here for you. So whenever they think of you, it's kind of like, oh, like I'm getting like a replay of like movies, you know, montage is what it's called, a montage of all the best moments you've had with someone, and they're the most romantic moments ever, right? Or they just always seem to be that way when you're with someone you love, right? I'm getting the energy like walking around the city, holding hands, it's late at night, talking about any and everything. Like there's just a closeness here, that's all I can say. The rest of the world disappears. But here so far we have Aries energy with the Fool, in my opinion, because Aries energy, I mean the Fool energy is a different zodiac sign for every reader. It just depends. But if we go with the energy of what the Fool means, like just jumping into things and not really thinking, you know, head first, heart first, head last, right? Aries, okay? So with the Magician we have Virgo, Gemini. With the Fool we have Aries, and the Star we have Aquarius. So those could be important signs in this person's chart: Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus potentially. Oh boy. But yeah, like look how this person's like holding their chest, like that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Like you just want to hold your chest, because it's just like it can burst. It feels like it wants to burst sometimes. Okay. The next card we have is the Three of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles, and this is an energy of like working together. So maybe they think you're someone who works quite well with others, okay? You could have like this gravitas, you have this sociable air to you, right? It's giving me Libra energy. And it's making me think how whenever I get like a notification, or we'll go notification from the Pattern app, it's always like in reference to some part of your chart. And it was just yesterday where I got a notification like based on my Libra moon, and it's kind of like you can make anyone feel safe and comfortable. You're very good in social settings kind of energy. So I'm getting big Libra energy from this person. How do they feel about you? Like you're someone who puts them at ease. You could not want anything from them, could be a thing as well. You just want to be with them. That's not something they're used to. but this person also kind of wants to help you, because the way she's on the floor like a damsel in distress is giving me they want to help you. Okay, so that's how they feel about you as well. And then here we have the freaking King of Pentacles. Wow. And it's coming out to clarify the Magician. So definitely they want to help you. Like, yeah. And these two, I think, no, the whole splatter of cards came out together. But this person wants to help you. This person wants a new beginning with you. How they feel about you, please, Spirit. How they feel about my group threes. The King of Pentacles, they want to provide for you. They want you to feel safe with them. Or they feel safe with you. I think both, right? There's a big energy of mirroring here in this reading I get. And it's funny that I say that. And we have the two twins. Yeah. There's an energy of like mirroring. So I feel like what I feel is coming through for them could also be resonant for how you feel about them, you know? Here we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you ease their burdens. I feel like maybe you kind of stress them out too, or the feelings they have for you and the want to just ride in and not think things through is burdening them. Because like we established already, this person is not in their nature to jump in blind and not think things through. Take a deep breath. Whew. I'm not breathing enough in this reading. You could definitely take this person's breath away, or you do make them nervous. And they kind of have to breathe through the nerves that when it comes to you. But with the Ten of Wands coming through here to clarify, the Knight of Wands, like I said, the feeling that you give them to just jump straight in and not think too hard about it makes them nervous, okay? It kind of makes them like, because the way the wands are strapped to her back, it's kind of like the way in certain shows, they would like attach the person to like a rocket and blast them off. Is kind of giving that. You make like you stress them out with that. But I feel like they also like it, you know? Like, see how I'm like it? Do they? Right? Kind of makes them nervous though. It does. Here we have Death. This was like sticking out in the deck and I pulled it to see what it was. And we have another major arcana card, so I guess we'll take it. And it will come out to clarify the Fool. So it's definitely giving the Fool's beginnings, starting completely over, go on a fool's journey and like doing things you've never done before. So it's kind of like we go through multiple fool journeys in our life, okay? But it's like you're starting a new chapter with someone, and it's things or doing things you haven't done before, or being with someone you haven't been with before. You know what I mean? So you kind of get them out of their comfort zone and make them do things. I think we kind of went through this. Let me stop repeating myself. That's why my readings always end up being 40 minutes long. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But definitely that's the vibe coming through here with the Death. It's also an ending to bring a new beginning. So there could definitely be something here about you brought an ending in this person's life, and now you're like also their new beginning. So you were their ending and now you're their beginning. And you know what's freaking crazy? I woke up this morning and I was doing a reading in bed last night. Not last night, the night before. And I had fallen asleep with the card still on the bed, right? And I woke up this morning and I reached over to turn off my phone alarm to get ready for work. And when I put my hands back to like, you know, lay there, because I turn my alarm off and then go back to sleep for a good like 20 minutes, y'all, as I should, right? Okay. Mind your business. If I'm late or not, that's not my problem. Okay. I'm still tired. Anywho, I like brought my hand back to where I was, like get back under the covers and go back to sleep for like my good 20 minutes. And this time today, like 2 oracle cards came back with me, and I still don't understand how, because I was reaching to turn my phone off to slide the snooze button. I wasn't like grabbing for anything. I was pressing and sliding. So when I brought my hand back over, the fact that 2 cards came with me were like baffled my mind. But in my just waking up state, I wasn't thinking too hard about it. Now that I'm thinking about like how did that happen? Basically, the 2 cards that flew over was surprise, envelope, surprise, and the wheel, endings and beginnings. And that is coming to mind when I'm seeing these 2 cards here. So a surprise could be coming in. This person could be coming in to surprise you. Yeah, just some side messages coming through, honestly, but it still baffles me. And I'm like, well, what is this about? I'm gonna be receiving a surprise soon, thanks. Like, that gotta be my message for the day, or just for the next, because then it's funny because the night before I was like, should I do another reading before I go to sleep, asking what the rest of my April will be like. And then I wake up to 2 cards just flipped over, you know, on me, and I didn't even shuffle or go for them, and it was the wheel and envelope, surprise. Whew, new surprise, something like that. So yeah, that could definitely resonate with this reading or this person. You surprise them as well. I think, and that could have been something that it took them time to come to terms with, that you surprised them like that. And you are a person they've never experienced, I feel like, which is why I feel like the Fool and the Death card is kind of like, I'm constantly like learning new things and having to adapt and evolve, okay? Because the Death card is evolution, okay? And the Fool card is moving forward with this new information you've received. Here we have, ooh, look at them getting all sexy. They be having smexy thoughts about you. And it's funny, I'm hearing, I get 30 thoughts about you. 30, didn't they have 30? Something will be happening in 30 minutes. That was so random and weird. But I have dirty thoughts about you, but I kind of said 30. So this person could be 30, you're going to be 30, you are 30, 30 minutes, 30 hours, 30 days could be important as well. But this person has dirty thoughts about you, and it's funny because it's clarifying the star, and the star can represent dreaming and hoping and wishing about something, okay? So this person wishes to be with you in this kind of way, right? Just you. And then, right, all cuddled up in bed. And it's funny that I was just talking about me being in bed, so that could be something. Maybe somebody gonna be in my bed soon. I wouldn't say no to that if they're a good suitor for me. The last card we have here is the Four of Cups. Interesting. How do they feel about you? They could feel that you're not interested, that you're giving them the cold shoulder, especially with the Three of Cups. Sorry, the Three of Pentacles. It's usually someone who works well with others, but in this instance, in this case, if this is someone that's been like MIA for the longest time, will this person be open to this love that I want to give them? Right? Like I was saying with the Lovers, you have like a very strong and intense bond with this person. And so far we have a lot of major arcana cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a major arcana card. So it's like major shifts and changes are happening in this connection and in regards to how this person feels about you. Okay. But Two of Pentacles, I completely skipped over this part. Sorry, I be getting caught up sometimes. We have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is kind of like a balancing act, going back and forth, up and down. And that could be how this person is. Like I said, they're thinking on something. The Seven of Pentacles is not usually a card where she seems unsure. The Seven of Pentacles is you have already invested 7 pentacles into this thing. You can't really back out now. Now you have to just wait around for the results to happen. This person has invested time and energy into you. Emotionally is what I'm hearing. Emotional, like currency into you. And they're wondering if they're going to get anything back, right? Because one minute they're an optimistic twin, and the next minute they're a pessimistic twin, you know? So it's kind of like, will this even happen? Like they're going back and forth in those, you know, in the thought of that, I guess. Or in those regards, however, whatever makes sense. Whatever makes sense. So yeah, the Seven of Pentacles is like, yeah, I'm investing in something and I'm waiting for things to bloom and blossom. So I've already planted everything. Now where's my tree? I know it's growing. I know in the next tree, excuse me, what am I saying? I know in the next few weeks, the next step is that it's gonna be blooming and blossoming, okay? Anywho, let's keep going. Let's get some cards from this deck here. So they're hoping to be with you again with the Star card and the Lovers. Or they're hoping you'll choose them because the Lovers is also about making a choice, okay? And twos and the tarot are also about making choices. Look, we have new beginnings and validate feelings. That is freaking insane how that is happening. I don't usually cut it and look at the cards, but I'm like, wait, what does this say? I'm seeing, and this is the freaking sunset I was talking about. Don't piss me off. This is you running, and I was talking about an envelope. Yo, don't. I don't know why I'm so surprised when these things happen, child. Anywho, this is the sunset on the beach that I was mother cunta talking about. Y'all go on a vacation somewhere and you just drop everything and go on the beach. And this is you running, your hair flowing in the wind. And this envelope is representing the envelope that I saw this morning that said news and surprises. So you continue to surprise them as the energy coming through. You know what I mean? Oh, this is so sweet. My heart is gonna burst. And that's how I think this person feels whenever they're around you. They can have like cuteness aggression or love aggression whenever they just want to hug you, squeeze you, pinch your cheeks, squeeze your butt cheeks, whatever. You know what I mean? Just kiss you silly, ravish your body with the Lover's card. There's so many emotions in them. Oh Let me stop. Focus. There's so many energies within them whenever they're around you at any given moment. So they're just like, they want to kiss you silly, you know, bleep you silly, you know what I mean? Hug you silly, you know, all of these things, squeeze you silly. But this is beautiful. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is what I was seeing. And then we have a card, that sunset. You see, y'all don't believe me. Let me stop. I trust y'all believe me. Y'all should at this point if you're still coming back and watching the channel. If you're new here, this is your confirmation. You can trust me. But look, we'll take it out. We have new beginnings. It says, clear horizon, hopeful shift, and renewal breeze. I get dirty thoughts about you. And this is a balloon as well. So a celebration of some kind or a release of the past. You guys both had to, you know, give each other an assignment to write out a letter to the other person, letting go of everything, saying, I forgive you, what you guys went through apart. And then like in those, you know, cultures where they kind of put it to a lantern and let it go, there's going to be release. Okay. And then here we have validate feelings. This person would appreciate if you were to validate their feelings if they were to, when they come back in. Okay. So compassionate hearing. Look at that. When they, or if they were to come back in. No, I had to correct it, when they come back in, right? So some of you could be down and they're coming back in. I think they are, depending on who you're watching for. And if it sounds like them, the connection you've had so far, then they're coming back in. But compassionate hearing, so listening to what has been going on, emotional attunement, so going to be like, that's what I was saying with the being in a bubble together, and safe affirmation. So being able to open up. You guys can smell really good, because I put on some perfume this morning. I just keep smelling myself, but it's like 6 o'clock in the evening and I still smell it. I just, I love when I smell good, which is every day, but you know what I mean? I decided to use a different perfume today. It's a perfume that I got from my best friend for Christmas like 2 years ago. And I barely ever reached for it, but today I felt like I wanted to try something new. So that could definitely pertain to your reading as well. I wanted a new fresh scent because it's like warm outside in New York and we're just like, we're just relishing in this before it gets cold again, okay? And that could also attain or pertain to your connection as well. Things have been cold and as soon as things get hot again, you just want to relish in that, you know? The cold shoulder could definitely be a thing as well, because that's kind of what she's giving him in the card right there, the cold shoulder. So yeah, that could be a thing. But yeah, I smell good. Because I'm just like smelling the perfume. I'm just like, it smells so good. And I don't ever remember it smelling this good. That could definitely be a thought that crosses their mind if you guys were to see each other again. Like, I don't remember you smelling this good, feeling this good, you know? Good vibes all around in this connection. Some things that need to be overcome, but they happen. Like, the worst is now over, is what I'm hearing. Ooh, we have the chase. So definitely going to be hunting for you. We have driving pursuit, escalating intrigue, and reward mirage. So yeah, this person's definitely going to be chasing you. They're going to be, you know, vying for your attention. Here we have unraveled, volatile reaction, unraveling emotions, and spiraling energy. And look at all the freaking envelopes we have in the card here. So yeah, there's something here about envelopes. Speaking your feelings, maybe they send you a letter. Maybe they're old-fashioned. Maybe they send you a letter, because that keeps coming through. And it's funny how I just mentioned that, like, you know, passingly, and it keeps coming through. So a letter, you know, where all your emotions are in there. So maybe, like I said, you guys should write a letter to each other and talk about all the things you've been through your time apart, and all the ways you've grown, how this person used to make you feel. They do the same thing. And then you guys like go your separate ways, read the letters, and then come back and talk about what you read, you know? Validating each other's feelings. But there's going to be a moment here of like unravel. You definitely make them feel like they're always unraveling, you know? Like they can't hide from you. And I love that it's coming out over the Death card, but also over the Lovers card, because yeah, I can no longer run from what I've been trying to run from. There has to be an ending here for us to have a new beginning. You know what I mean? For us to have a new beginning of love, for us to finally bond in that kind of way. This person can't wait for the next time they can get up inside each other. I don't know what to tell y'all. They are like frothing at the mouth. Here we have controlling. As soon as I start talking about stuff like that, we have controlling, power imbalance, restrictive tone, boundary pressure. Boundaries could have been a thing that was happening in the connection. This person could definitely consider you controlling, or they want to control you. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for the collective. Please, Spirit, how does your person feel about my group threes? Okay, and then we have the Juggler. Performative charm, shifting attention, and scattered loyalty. Interesting. It's funny how this card keeps coming out in the readings where we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is like someone trying to balance and juggle all their responsibilities in life, okay? So I think in this instance, I wasn't really getting anything too negative, you know? If you were to have gotten like a lot of negative tarot cards, I would be like, oh yeah, this person's playing in your face and they're being performative. I don't think so. The Juggler just means someone who's juggling a lot of different things. So this person could just be very busy, or you could be dealing with someone. This person could have been the person who was performing, you know, and had scattered loyalties, and now they're changing, or they have changed. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have hurt. So there is hurt in this connection. I feel like that's something you guys need to talk about for sure, and they're ready to. So we have deep sting, tender rupture, unresolved ache. Yeah, there has been some of that here in this connection. So good luck with that. The next cards we're going to get are these cards, and then we're going to get like some messages from them. So just, the cards never shuffle properly when I shuffle them that way. It's so annoying. I don't know what's the difference to me shuffling them upside down versus me shuffling them right side up. Look at the shuffle when it's upside down, and then look at the shuffle when it's right side up. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay, look at me. I tell you, usually it's bad. The cards are making me look bad. It usually isn't the best shuffle. The cards are trying to make me look bad. Group 3, please, Spirit, how does your friend feel about them? Okay, we have 3 cards. That's great for me. We have the Bridge. So I remember this from yesterday's reading. That's when you guys meet in the middle and come to a resolution. So that's definitely a vibe. There's going to be a meeting here with you guys. And I keep saying that, like, you're going to meet up and talk about things, or a beach, or writing a letter and discussing what happened. There's going to be something here about that. So you guys can travel somewhere. That's neutral territory, meet up there, and then have a conversation, go on the beach, release a lantern or a balloon or something, and let those like emotions go, you know? There's something about that, but there's going to be like a resolution, okay, between you and this person. Or they just always think that you're the kind of person that can meet them in the middle, right? Meet me in the middle. That song always comes through. Meet me in the middle. I can't remember who sings the song right now, but it's from the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack, from the first, second, or third movie, one of them. Here we have also 4 cards actually came through. We have the Anchor. So how do they feel about you? This person wants to be your anchor, and that's kind of the King of Pentacles. And now I'm hearing, brother, let me be your shelter. Never leave you all alone. I could be the one you call when you're brother, let me be your shelter. That song is coming through. I think it's called Brother by Need to Breathe. Love that song. But they definitely want to be your shelter. The King of Pentacles, they want to provide for you, how they feel about you. They feel like very, I don't know, like protective of you. They want to help you and nurture you with the 7 of Pentacles and help you grow and become a better person. It's very much giving daddy energy. The King of Pentacles is like peak daddy energy. Like he goes out there and works hard for his money so he can bring it back home to you and help you. Okay, so some of y'all could definitely like that. Daddy, period. Don't we all? And then here we have the Garden. So being seen, being outside. You make this person feel seen. Wow, that's beautiful the way that came through. This is the Garden, I believe. And the Garden is like about all social events. So this person loves that you're so social. They love talking to you, socializing with you, being out in public with you. Kind of like maybe showing you off as well. Because with the Star card coming through here, there's something very unique about you that stands out, right? So this person's like, yeah, I love that they're on my arm. I can show them off. And then we have, what was I saying? Yo, why this envelope imagery keeps coming through? That is so crazy. That is so crazy. Yo, that's so crazy. Okay, so let's go to 38 first. Because what is that about? Yo, we'll start off with that one, because since that one wants to keep coming out. Like, that's so interesting. You mention it once and then it keeps coming out. So we have the letter. I am a document. I am a message. I am information. I am a package. Information is very interesting because that's what I was talking about with the whole writing a letter about what you've been going through and trying to validate each other's feelings. You know what I mean? Not making them feel judged or silenced, and them doing the same for you, right? Yeah. Sometimes I can be an invoice, a certificate, or a test result. You guys could actually be receiving a letter from them, or this person works in an official place and you receive an email from them, or this person could be a doctor, an assistant. They could work in an office somewhere. But you can find me as your mail, a newsletter, or an award. Look around me to find out more of what I'm leaning towards. So this is the last one. So right next to it, we have 20. So we'll read that one next to see what it's leaning towards. So what is the letter leaning towards? What the letter will be about? 20. The garden. Oh, it's a park. Same thing. Don't piss me off. We have when you are going to a party, a concert, or a business meeting, I am sure to show up in your reading. You will find me in a reunion or a retreat. What the fuck? Yo, stop it. Stop. I can't with this anymore. Like, flip the whole table and walk off. Mic drop, literally. I was literally seeing a picture of someone on the beach. Her here, sunset, you laying in their arms, leaning on their chest. I was talking about a letter that I saw this morning when I woke up. The letter showed up. The letter showed up. The letter showed up. Like, then I'm talking about you guys to go on a vacation. I was seeing this image as a vacation you guys go on. You drop your bags in the room and then you guys go on the beach to see the sunset. Sunsets represent endings for a new beautiful beginning. The nighttime is coming. That's when things are more private. This could like be a nighttime meetup. I'm gonna scream. And then we have the freaking star. Yeah, you're meeting at night. At night. Literally. I'm getting so excited for you guys. Oh my gosh. Things are about to get interesting with that 222 and 555. Wowza. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Yeah, the letter is going to be in pertains to, the letter is going to be in, to meeting up, going to a place you guys like, going to a business meeting, whatever. It's going to be a public space or something. This is so interesting. A retreat, a vacation, a business meeting. Wow, a party, a concert. They could invite you somewhere. That's the first time you guys see each other in a long time, and it's somewhere outside. And that's a message that was coming through a lot on TikTok as well. So that's confirmation if you guys follow me over there as well and see my messages. But child, if you don't, you should. It's very juicy over there as well. You should expect nothing less from me. Okay, anyway. Yeah, sorry, let's get back to it. I am sure to show up in your reading. You will find me in a reunion or a retreat, a riot, or a picnic. I like crowds and public events, so naturally I am good with all your networking intents. Okay. You could have met this person networking. You could have met them at work, okay? You could have met them at a concert, a party, okay? A business meeting, right? But this giving reunion or retreat, it's giving both for me, okay? Because that came through very clearly, a retreat with you guys. Okay, next we have 35, the anchor. Flip right to it. Great for me. With stability and security, that is that freaking King of Pentacles energy. I bring peace of mind. I push you to persevere and help you reach your goal. Watch out for negative cards. They might shackle and pull you down a hole. No negative cards here, because the 38 card is, like I said, supposed to be like a resolution, meeting in the middle. Let's go to that next. So yeah, they want to anchor you, hold you down. They feel like you're very anchoring, you hold them down, so they feel about you as well. So near or far, wide or narrow, steep or straight, or some of my traits. But in whatever form, I am your connection to places, people, and points in time. And this is definitely giving there could be a bridge between your past, your present, finally, like making a link and clicking into place and locking. And it's like your timeline is now back, is right, is fixed, repaired. Okay, I can span the spaces that separate you, literally. I can shorten the distance that can bring you together. A symbol of transition, overcoming obstacles in your way. The bridges card acts as a way to cross the divide and thereby opens up new opportunities. It is something that assists you in getting to a destination. This card is a significant addition to the Lenormand deck because it offers a solution, probably by helping to bridge a gap. Exactly. This card can mean reconciliation. Coming through again, connections or building bridges between people. In another sense, The bridge is a place of assignations, brief interludes and meetings. Yeah, you're going to be meeting this person. You're going to be getting to the bottom of this thing in public. Oh, there are 2 bridges actually. Wow, I just realized there's a bridge back there. I'm like, why are they saying bridges? Okay, so yeah, you're on your own linear path. They're on their own linear path, but some way, somehow, there's going to be a connection between you two. You guys can just meet somewhere randomly. Maybe you're on a vacation, this person pops up. That would be the ultimate serendipity, the ultimate aligned meeting. Like, that would be the ultimate fate, wheel of fortune, we were always meant to meet moment. And I will scream if someone comes back here and tells me that happens. Or maybe that's how you met for some of you. Wow, that's a ghetto shuffle. But I just want to scream this energy. I just want to sit in it forever. I could just keep talking. We have 789 coming through here. That's like a correction of numbers, or 987, a countdown. So something is coming. And I think you guys got like 30 minutes. You may have 30. So this person could text you really soon. Okay, so here we have, I am afraid to contact you. Look at that. The first card out. They're afraid to contact you. So maybe, I don't know, like, I feel like this is definitely giving destined connection with the lovers coming through. So I feel like if this person doesn't message you, Spirit will find a way to make you guys link up or, you know, meet somewhere out there in the world. The next card we have is, I am grateful for this spiritual lesson. Look at that. They definitely have to go through some of that. That came through the beginning. We have, I can't stop thinking about you. Wow. And it could be the same for you. You and I were too young. Interesting. Yeah, meaning there were some mistakes made, I feel like, when people say that. Like, we were too young to understand what we were getting into. We had to grow a little bit more. And that's what they did, which is what I also got into at the beginning of the reading. What would their person say to them? You were the best thing in my life. My heart. This is the sweetest little thing I've ever heard. I'm so easy. Ah! I wish I could take back my words. I am too easy. This is the sweetest, like, it is. I can feel the energy, not only hear what they're saying, I can feel it. How free they feel around you, how spontaneous they feel, how happy they feel. Ugh, my heart. Why am I feeling things? I feel like the Grinch. His heart grew 3 sizes. No. Let me stay miserable and grumpy. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Wow. You guys could have definitely been through a lot together. Brother, let me be your shelter. Maybe you were their shelter when they were feeling the most alone. Never leave you all alone. They're afraid to contact you. Wow. I have no advice for that because I'm not a big fan of reaching out to people who've done you dirty. Like, if they want to say something, you better have the nerve to say something and come text me. Come and see me for once. Okay? Especially when I was the one who was always overextending myself to make someone feel, you know, appreciated. So many things remind me of you. Another card coming through, and then we have, you speak to me through music. This has come through for all 3 groups. Somebody could be watching all 3 groups, or you guys just love to telepathically communicate with your person, which I understand as well, because music is always, I'm always channeling music over on TikTok. I will wait for a sign from you. Wow. Okay, anything else? I wonder if you are happy without me. Ooh, yeeks. I wonder if you're happy without me. Okay, then we'll take these last 2. I know I messed up everything. This person is like so, like, get the balls and come say something. Stop sitting here dwelling in this sad girl energy. Just take a chance on life. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I mean, are we surprised? But that's what I have for y'all. We're going to leave it there. And, you know, we already went through all the things we already went through. This person's going to be reaching out to you, asking to meet you somewhere, asking to come see you. You come see them. We're going to meet somewhere in the middle. They want to talk, write them a letter. Okay, you should not. That idea, I think you should take. write them a letter. You write, they write you a letter. You guys both read it to figure out how you guys feel. If it's too hard for them, but if this is somebody you're not talking to or you're not in union with, and you know where they live, you can send them a letter, and that will be the sign they're waiting for, right? A text is different. A letter is different as well. So don't send them a text or anything. Send them an actual letter. You know, just talking about your life and saying how things are going. It doesn't have to be anything too like, oh my gosh, I miss you and I want to be with you. Just say, hey, life is good. I thought about you the other day. I want to see how you are doing, you know, and I hope you're doing well. You know, I know things are going to work out between us, or we're not talking right now, but I always wish you the best. Boom. You send it to them, or you can write it and never send it. And that will be their sign or something. I feel like spirit will find a way to like telepathically communicate for this person to come and meet you. This sign could be a song from you, you know what I mean? But send them good vibes, honestly. But yeah, even if you don't send it, that will be their sign from you, and they'll, you know, reach out if you do want this person, right? Fight for what you believe in, seize the day, c'est la vie, all that good stuff. Carpe diem, okay, que sera. You know, if they never respond, they never respond. Whatever will be. If they do, then there you go. The beginning of your story. But a letter is important here because it keeps coming through. Anywho, thank you for watching this reading. I hope it resonates for you guys. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, join the tribe, all that good stuff. It really helps the channel if you care about me and my well-being. Anyway, stop. If you ever want to book a personal reading, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. But as always, if you want to join my memberships, you could always do that as well using the link in the description box below right above the timestamps. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye-bye, love you. I just saw 4545. So, yeah, that could be another main message for you. But, yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.